Hey Fraction Masters, today we're going to talk about a very important concept in fractions, and we've touched on it a little bit in class, but today we're going to dig in deep. So if you look at these fraction circles I have drawn, we're going to talk about how you use fractions to make wholes, to represent wholes. So looking at this first little pizza pie right here, how many pieces is this fraction circle cut into? Hopefully you see that it's cut into 2 pieces. Now if I wanted to eat this whole pizza, how many pieces would I have to eat? I'd have to eat 2. Okay, so if I successfully eat 2 pieces out of the 2 that are there, I will have eaten 1 whole pizza. Okay, just went ahead and labeled those pieces there. If we move on to this fraction circle right here, this one is cut into 3 pieces. So if I wanted to eat this whole thing, how many pieces would I have to eat? I'd have to eat 1, 2, 3. So I'd have to eat 3/3. And that would be the same as eating 1 whole pizza. This one right here, hopefully you're starting to see the pattern. There are 4 pieces and I'd have to eat 4 of them to eat a whole pizza, so that would be 4/4. But take a look at this last pizza over here. There are no cuts in this pizza. Nobody's taken their pizza slicer and went and made some slices. It's still in 1 whole piece. Okay? It's still whole. Nobody's cut into it. So if it's whole, the denominator is just 1 because I have 1 piece. Okay, now some of you, when I pose this question in class, you're tempted to say, well, there's no pieces, right? Because there's no cuts. But if this pizza over here has 2 pieces, and all we did was take away the cut, that doesn't erase the pizza, does it? The pizza's still there, it's just in 1 whole piece. So if I wanted to eat this whole pizza, I'd have to eat 1 really big piece. Okay, and that's the same as 1 whole. So this is important because I want you to be able to see that fractions can have a 1 on the bottom. If you see a fraction with a 1 on the bottom, instead of saying halves or thirds or fourths, you just say wholes. Okay, because it's just a pizza that is still whole. Nobody's cut into it. So if I go ahead and get rid of all of this, let's take a look at how you would do that in a problem. So say I have this problem right here. Okay, and you can check out our other videos for specifically how to solve this problem. But one key thing is that in order to perform in this problem, 3 times 2/3, I have to turn the 3 into a fraction. Okay, so I would envision my 3 pizzas. Okay, and I need 3 wholes. Okay, so what would my denominator be? How many slices would I have to put into these pizzas to keep them in wholes? Well, hopefully you realize that if you slice it, then it becomes halves or thirds or fourths, whatever. So we want to put no slices. Okay, so if there's no slices, that pizza is left in 1 whole piece. Okay, so it's 1 whole on the bottom. And how many whole pizzas do you have? Well, you have 3. Okay, and then I could copy down my problem and continue on solving because I've changed the 3 into 3/1. When you read it out loud, it still sounds the same. 3 wholes, 3 wholes. Same thing. And I can do that with any number. If I take the number 7, I can change it to 7/1. And it still means the same amount. 7 wholes, 7 wholes. In fact, we could do it with 100. You could do 100/1. Both of these mean the same amount. You could do 1,000,000 equals 1,000,000/1. Anytime you have a whole number and you need it to be a fraction, All you need to do is put it over the number 1.